The Big Call with Bruce, Tuesday, January 3, 2017, Intel only. From Bruce: we thought it would happen by Christmas and New Year, and we still are here. Things are moving, but not happen for us yet. From Sue: it is very close, very strong, and very powerful. You are still here, and we are still all together. It is power. From Bruce: we want everybody to take a deep breath, and realize we want to bring this information faithfully, and realize you have to take responsibility too. You have to use discernment on what you hear and read out there, even what I say. You have to be the final one to judge whether the information is valid or not to you. We will continue offering information to you because we think it does have value. Our intention is to continue and be of value to you. It is your choice whether you tune in or not, or listen to the replays. Your power is to make that choice and to believe for yourselves what you need to do. We have to keep Plan A going until Plan B comes through. We are still in that position. We need keep doing that until such time we don't need to any longer. Plan B would be when that comes through. I know that not everybody on the Big Call is in that position. I want to encourage you never to discourage you in any way. I am here to care about you and love you, and raise you up in this endeavor we all are making. We all are in the same boat in this. It affects all of our lives and emotions when things don't go in what we expect. That has happened many times. I've been on the ride for 12 years, and I am used to somewhat of it not going the way we thought. Let us just try to go with whatever we have as far as the intel. What I try to bring you what has occurred in the last few days, we can say that is moving us closer to our goal. We didn't have that last week, didn't have it 2 weeks ago. This is where you can re-evaluate the information. Okay, this is new and it is definitely moving us forward now. Nobody can accurately predict the date we will be notified. We got dates out there, and we hear things, but we can't say it definitely will happen. We have been there so many times before. Things have changed and people have done things to stop it or held it up. Now we are getting down to it. Now we are getting down to where there isn't much else can keep this from going. Things are going to happen positive for us and for our families, and people we will touch in the community. Could there be a delay that could take us deeper into the month? Could be possible, but I don't believe it is the intention. The information I've been getting today pointing to something happening this week. Let's hope that is the case. When we put out information, look at it, weigh it, and see what you want to embrace. What I heard today is enlightening. Let's go back to we know Wells Fargo and HSBC redemption centers. There are 6,800 of them. There been a skeleton crew of 2 or 3 per redemption center. Over the holidays 40% were staffed, and 60% were off for the holidays. Christmas Day and New Year's Day on Sunday, on Monday the holiday observed. So we had 3-day weekends over Christmas and New Year's. Today the 3rd, yesterday the 2nd. So we had most banks were off. They were observing the New Year's holiday. Today most went back to work and were back up and running again. The redemption center staffing is going back up and they are gearing up again. I know there have been some information been put out yesterday that indicated that the dates around the 16th or 17th are very important dates for the John Q public. It could be very significant. Also dates around the 16th been talked about but has not really brought out to us. It may be leaning toward the concept of Nesra and the concept of the Republic being brought out to a degree. That is a theory that is out there right now. I think it might hold water. So something about that time frame. Notice it is pretty close to the 15th, which is the date UN operational rates would theoretically be renewed, out and available. John Q public is referred to those who maybe have been gifted but they not really pay attention to blogs and to what is going on now. A lot of those people are out there. What is happening is the redemption centers have moved personnel around. They kind of know where the ZIM population is and holders are. They are moving staff around accordingly because they want to get that in a timely fashion. They know in general where the ZIM is and who has ZIM. Even now they are still doing that. Another thing happening just in the redemption centers is we have the bundles of $100 bills. We will be able to get at our redemption, 25, $100 bills banded at the time of our exchange may be up to $7,500 to $10,000. The US currency being put in position now in the redemption centers and getting that all in line, and that just started yesterday morning. That is a very positive thing, good for us. Something new, not done before. Moving us closer to our exchange opportunity. As far as hearing from a perspective of going for us, is 800 toll-free numbers. I would put it out on a recorded link if I am allowed to do that and post it where it needs to be posted if I am honored to do so. I do not have it yet, the toll-free number. I would put it out immediately as soon as I could. We know that the groups, private groups, are ready to get started again. The timing could be now tomorrow night. Also the prosperity packages be resumed in delivery of those. Some delivered already in 5 or 6 states in remote areas of those states. Maybe couple hundred or more gone out already. They have to resume that. The Redemption Center personnel had 48 hours off for the New Year's holiday. Set to resume tomorrow night along with the private and church groups. I had understood the church groups were complete, but they weren't complete. Some groups have been completed and gone through a beehive activity out west as they hydrate and move people through. The SKR have been paid off and liquid. The prepaid's been done. We still are waiting for a shotgun start. Our notification of the restart of church groups, and continue delivery of the prosperity packages. As close as we will get to a shotgun start. Occur very shortly here, well before the public designated to go someday after the 15th of January. They want to get the ZIM in the first 3 or 4 days. They can accomplish that. They have a pretty good estimate how many do have it. Banks sort of have the rates in place. The UN operational rates did go in effect on the 1st, but because the 1st was a Sunday and the 2nd a bank holiday, the banks have a choice to reveal those rates. My theory is they are waiting on a go-ahead from Wells Fargo to let the rates be known. I think everything is still hinged on the go time coming, and once that happens, the banks can begin doing exchanges with that. The rates being seen on screens kind of are close to what we thought the international rates would be. My thinking is still the same but could go up. Maybe the rates trading up now higher before the start. That is a theory out there now. Just 72 hours before release is given. When it comes to Iraq, they still seem to be quite relevant. The budget for 2017 has been passed, been in the Gazette, been published, it is law, but held from us. The rate is in the Gazette and they don't want us to have it yet. The rate, the budget, the fact Mosul has been taken back for some time, and yet what is interesting about it, we still don't know that on our news in the US. They haven't allowed it to be put out yet. I think we are close to a news reveal on that. They have erected a flagpole in Mosul and received a gift yesterday from China. Marked on the gift was not to open until Wednesday morning. The thinking is the gift is a flag quite large and would be the largest flag of Iraq that would fly over Mosul. A gift from China, iridescent so it can be seen day and night. That gift is to be opened tomorrow. We understand that gift may be flown tomorrow morning. Let's see if that happens and covered on our news. It should be something positive for us to see Mosul come back. A lot of things from a very positive point of view going on in Iraq. I think the final part of the UN operational rate showing, the UN releasing Iraq of Chapter 7 sanctions, currency known internationally. But the way they did pay back Kuwait, of around $5 billion in newly revalued dinar. They had to have a rate settled in Iraq to do that. That did occur to our understanding. Another item not really known here yet, is the Bank of International Settlement has been making payments to Iraq. Funds getting pushed through. A little hold back from one of our agencies regarding the liquidity of some of the paymasters' accounts, slowing down the process a little bit. Hopefully that is changing and the hydration sources will occur because they are ready to go. Quite a bit of activity with platform trades, closing and ready to pay. Really good position to see quite a bit happen here and hopefully happen this week. Everything is pointing to it if no one holds it up further. Everything we are getting talks about people, the bad guys have been picked up in major numbers. I have some confirmation about it, but can't talk about it, but it seems to be clean up on aisle 3. I think that is needed before everything is released, let go. I think that takes care of most of the intel I can bring tonight. We are in a great position right now. Yes, I thought we would have it before now, but something happened. It's been quiet the last 3 days because of the hiatus for the redemption centers. With information starting to come out again today, we are starting to see things come back online for us in the new year. I am excited and looking forward to being notified and setting appointments for everybody. Thank you everybody tonight. Thank you Sue, Bob, Pastor Stephen, and the rest of the team. Thank you big call listeners. Thank you international people who are coming in greater numbers. Thank you for the Redemption Center employees that tune into the call. Thank you to Wells Fargo, HSBC, AIIB, People Bank of China, Scotia Bank, Royal Bank of Canada, TD Bank, Chase Bank, Bank of America, Citibank, Tier 2 and Tier 3 banks, and others. We are in great position for this to come down. Hearing positive things this week. Stay tuned for any updates. Appreciate all tonight. Good night everybody.